Hello everybody, it is Nicole from iiKiui, and today I have an Art and Fly review video for their water brushes, along with a demo using MerMay. If you don't know what MerMay is, it is basically something started by Tom Bancroft, and you basically just draw a mermaid every day in May. Now just a quick disclaimer before I get started, I received these products for free in exchange for my honest review. So let's go ahead and get started with that review. So the water brushes that I received, they come in a 3-pack. The tips are a small, medium, and large tip, and they come in 2 different sizes. One is a larger brush length, and the other one is a smaller one, similar to my Aquash water brush pen from Pentel. The larger one comes in blue and pink. I received both, but currently I'm only using the blue one just because pink is my favorite color, so I kind of want to savor it for now. And the smaller ones have a brown brush tip instead of a clear one like the Pentel one. They retail for about $10 per pack, and each pack comes with 3 brushes with the small, medium, and large tips in them. Compared to the Pentel Water Aquash brush pen, they're cheaper because for the water brush pen that I got, I only got 1 pen and it was probably more expensive because I did use a coupon when I bought it and it was around $6 after the coupon. But to get 3 brushes in different sizes for $10 is way cheaper, I believe. The brush tip is synthetic, so it's kind of plasticky, but I find that it doesn't really matter too much when I'm using it. They seem to work the same, and I found that it's really handy to have all 3 out. One of the pros of the bigger ones is that they hold more water, which is a big deal for me because I don't like to go and refill them over and over and over, so having the bigger barrels that hold more water is very helpful, and in 3 brushes as well. On the larger ones, to get the water out, there's a small grip part that says push, and all you have to do is squeeze that a little bit and water disperses. In the smaller one, similar to my other brush, you just push the tube part and the water comes out. The larger ones have a cap with the little handle, like similar to a mechanical pencil, so you can put them on top of your paper or whatever you want. I've been using these brush pens for basically every single watercolor piece so far, and I've been loving them so much. I used them on one of my finals for background design when I was using watercolor. I use them for the mermaid drawings that I've been posting on Instagram. If you guys are interested in seeing them daily, then they're on Instagram, but I will do a sketchbook tour of MerMay once the month is over. So basically my overall review is that they're very good price and I love them so much. I've been using them so much and I'm so happy to have them. Even though they do stain, that happens with all my water brushes and brushes for that matter. They don't affect any of the overall drawings because they come clear, so even though they have stained blue or something on it, blue doesn't transfer onto the actual painting, so it's fine. Now for the drawing I'm doing, it is a mermaid and I'm trying to work on body diversity. Still struggling, but working on it, so I hope you guys appreciate that. It's also helped challenge me to look into more different body types, so that's been helpful. Today I'm doing an anglerfish as suggested by the boyfriend. And I was also practicing on contrast and light sources, so that's something that I'm trying to work more on, and these mermaid drawings have been helping a lot. So I'm going to discuss different ways I like to use these water brush pens. Basically, what I like to do is have 2 brushes in my hand. One of them, usually the medium or small one, is to grab the color, and then the bigger one, either the medium or the large one, is to blend it out. And I've been practicing blending, and I found that this really helps because I've been using a lot of wet on wet technique to get that blendy effect, to make it super gradient and smooth looking. So having 2 on hand is really helpful, especially when It seems that the watercolors dry pretty quickly, for me at least, and I think it's the paper as well, it kind of soaks it in. So once I put the paint down, I immediately go over with the water brush pen that's clean but has water in it, and then I disperse it, and I keep going back to clean water and just dispersing it so it gets a nice gradient. When too much watercolor is transferred, like say you have a small space but you accidentally put a giant blob on there, then I take a clean dry brush, so I just make sure to wipe off all the water on a paper towel, and then I just stick it into that blob and it soaks it all up. So that's pretty helpful as well. Also that's another trick that you can use for watercolors in general. I've also found that the very small tip and the medium tip work very well for detail work. Especially the small one, I can get really refined lines, especially when I'm using a wet on dry technique, so that the lines are crisp and clean and they're very small, and I actually feel like I have a lot of control over them, so that's really helpful. I think it also helps that the handle is more like a pen or a pencil rather than the handle of a brush. Maybe you're not used to the brush handle, so this kind of helps get used to using a brush tip, but maybe not the handle just yet. I'm not sure. So overall, that is my review of these Art & Fly water brush pens. Again, the links will be down below if you guys are curious about them or you're interested in purchasing them, whatever. I've been really enjoying them and I love them, and once they're all broken and everything, I'm gonna go buy more. I hope you guys are enjoying MerMay, and maybe I'll post more in the future. We will see on how that scheduling goes. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Keep drawing, keep painting, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!